Hello and welcome to Wednesday, the day of Wednesdays. It's getting to be evening time, and if you remember back on the 1st, I went to a concert to see the band Cheem. A couple other bands were there, No Good With Secrets, Wifey, and Crush Fund. And turns out that same venue is hosting another concert tonight. One of the bands is returning, Wifey, but it's being headlined by a band called Teens in Trouble. And I think it might have been last year or 2023, but Teens in Trouble partnered with lead singer of Pup, Stephen Babcock, to do a song called, oh god, is it You Don't Want to Mess With Me? Something like that, off of their debut album. And I figured, why not go to the show? And I've got nothing. Well, my plans fell through for tonight because reasons. But I figured, hey, if I can go to the show, it's what, $13, maybe $15 at the door. Go to the show, pick up a record, get it signed, and see some of the people from Wifey again. Because we didn't speak too much, but like everybody. I really wanted to talk to them. I was buying their album, and while I was paying for it, like they were trying to talk to me. I'm like, okay, let me finish buying. Ended up buying merch for more people, but didn't get a chance to speak to the band proper. So I think they might be going on first, and if that's the case, we can chat a bit. I know one of them was asking about my bag, and I did shoot them a message, but hopefully I'll get to speak to them tonight, and if so, then yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, I gotta go get ready, so I'll bring this camera with me for sure, because I wasn't sure if I was allowed to bring it, but I definitely think I am, and yeah, we'll have some fun tonight, so see you guys then.
The next one's about 3. Just kidding.
Ooh.
I don't know what the next
Can't
one
wait
is.
till we get to 10.
The next one's not about. The next one's about. Well, okay.
It's the Fibonacci sequence. It gets ridiculous.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh yeah, I also lost my voice. Okay, here we go.
Okay, go.
Please be a dick to me. No need to be polite. I'm a minute to start all right. My heart's not big enough for 2, so I need you to help me choose. Just insult me, please drag me down, 'cause I don't need 2 of you around. Yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can set me free. Wow, you guys can like hear the words for the first time ever. getting started. Yeah, yeah, we're just getting started. Yeah, yeah, we're just getting started. Yeah, yeah, we're just getting started. 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 Just getting started.
Thank you. That's not about a woman.
You did it. All right. We're playing this live. You got this. Thank you. Okay. Watching the clouds move in the sky, coming down from a mushroom high. Waiting to see your call. I don't want to feel this at all. And it's only been a few days. I'm hoping this feeling will fade. 20 years and open the pit of my stomach. I scratch that I can't itch, but you got your fix. And here I am with my foot in my mouth. Oh, you stupid dick should have known. So I say, don't waste your time on stupid men who only hang around to mess with your head. False hopes you play, it's just a game. Cause people, they don't change, they just forget. Oh wait, I fucked that part up.
Don't announce it.
Scar tissue will soften the blow, but you'll still get hurt, you know. And the loneliness rears its ugly head once again to say hello. You only hang around to mess with your head. Also to blame, it's just a game. Cause people, they don't change, they just forget. Don't waste your time on stupid men who only hang around to mess with your head. Also to blame, it's just a game. Cause people, they don't change. Just forget. Thank you. We'll play it all like as a band one day. Okay. All right. This song is called When We Know You. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for getting here early. Actually, is what I mean.
Yeah. Thank you for playing the show that didn't start 8 minutes after the set time.
Thanks for letting me play the songs that we don't play in our band yet. Thank you. If only you could sing them with me, and we could have done it together. And here we are, and it's okay. Okay.
These are songs you don't tell him.
Here's our last one. Oh yeah.
You write the set list.
And you know you know. And you know you know. And reality starts to hit. Cause the puzzle pieces, they don't fit. So you let it go. Cause when you know, you know. She says, okay then, I won't break another's heart again. Then I stand back and watch it all happen. He says, okay then, we'll find a way. in the dark, all alone, haunted by a love grown cold. Lost in the dark, lost in time, never yours and never mine. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind. I actually know who's next. That boy next? That boy next? Cool.
The Beatles.
You're here for them. Yeah, the Beatles are next. And then Marilyn Monroe, and then Pee Wee Herman, and then Betty White, and then Scooby-Doo. Okay. Betty White, yeah! hats and shirts. We're Teens in Trouble. Thanks so much for hanging out. Wait until the dog sleeps to pick his room again.
On tour with That Boy. Thanks, That Boy, for letting us use Jake. Thanks. You're welcome. back together, and brain cells, we pour one out for our brain cells here.
There's about an hour and a half of at least two of us just speaking in a British accent, saying the same sentence pretty much.
Over and over. Anyone been ghosted before? Cool, me too. This song is based on a true story. Here also at Purgatory, and it's been awesome every time. Thanks so much for having us here again. Thanks to Hasty for playing with us again. And I'm so excited to see Wifey, who we met at Fest last year.
Hey,
we just have a couple more songs for you. Stick around for Wifey. Stick around for Picklebacks.
Wifey material.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Burning with the eternal flame. Don't let the boys take your soul. They're under Satan's control. Never asking much, so please just hear me out. You know what you devoted and without. I think I found the one that gives you she belongs to everyone. Lord, I never got your word, you made it decide. How can you be so thoughtful of mine? She's got us in the night, if only I could bring her to the light. You are the one I love. Don't love and I don't stand a chance. Give up upon the land. Take up the heart. You need to try it. How's it sound? Good? Alright. In that case, next song. 1, 2, 3, 4.
to the tour, yeah.
Like I'm turning again, tripping over my words every time I hold a pen. Now I'm itching for a tune, getting fucked up in my room and writing songs with ocean imagery. So much more than a metaphor,
buy some. If you didn't like us, buy some anyway. And I know all the touring bands have merch as well.
Here's a song about baseball. If I were to scream, would you hear me? And if you were, would you listen in? Shameless how I gosh, why you believe me? Just for once, don't you put me in. 1, 2, 3, 4. All again, again. So why am I praying for it every day? Try again. What's the plan? And I don't never leave us there. Don't let the ice in the just get away. I don't get that high.
Fuck the Yankees. We are a team of Mets fans.
Man, I'm from Boston. If anyone's got a right to say fuck the Yankees, it's wah. But a song's a song. And here's the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see you here, this one is
Okay, things are off. I'm a mess. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. It's like 1 something in the morning. I need to do stuff tomorrow. But tonight was a lot of fun. It was the Teens in Trouble Bat Boy tour, and we had a lot of fun. So let's show off the merch that I got. First off, we got the What's Mine CD. This is from Teens in Trouble. I wanted the vinyl, they didn't have it. Bat Boy Split. We also have the Bat Boy, I think this is a... Yeah, this is actually their full album. Another split by Bat Boy. This one is signed, it's just very hard to see. I need to bring Silver Sharpie next time. Teens in Trouble, Santa Monica, I believe... Is this a split? This is not a split. Signed by Lizzie of Teens in Trouble. Then we got more Teens in Trouble with Desert Mambos, I believe. Split again. Yeah. Then we have Teens in Trouble, self-titled. And finally, the splits, Teens in Trouble with the Bat Boy, all signed, which is great, great stuff here. Yeah, the show was a lot of fun. I was super happy to meet everybody and met up with Wifey, had a great time seeing them. There was another band called Hasty. They only had, they played an acoustic set, which is really cool, but they only had one cassettes. I don't do cassettes, as despite buying a couple last week, or not last week, but a couple weeks ago. I don't do cassettes, so sorry, Hasty, but make a CD next time. I got you. With that said, that's what I'm gonna call it here for today. I gotta go to the dentist tomorrow, and I gotta wake up early to edit this so that it renders out while I'm at the dentist. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, later.